It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. We are back here at Robstown High School. Welcome, everybody. I am your Texas Coastal Baseball League broadcaster, Rickie, here to bring you coverage for all of the 2023 TCBL playoffs. They began at the top of the hour with the Bull Sharks facing the Hurricanes. The last two times these two teams met have both ended in draws, and the winner of this first game will play the Pelicans at noon. Stay tuned at the top of the hour for live updates from today's games. Welcome back to the second day of the 2023 Texas Coastal Baseball League playoffs at Robstown High School. I'm Rickie, your TCBL broadcaster, here to bring you coverage for both of today's games. Beginning with the losers game from yesterday, the Bull Sharks and Hurricanes will face off at the top of the hour, and the winner will go on to face the Pelicans in the championship game at noon. If the Pelicans win that game at noon, they'll be crowned 2023 Texas Coastal Baseball League champions. Stay tuned at the top of the hour for live updates from today's games. On the final day of the 2023 TCBL regular season, I'm Rickie here with the player of the game, the Flan man himself, Justin Flannery. Now, Justin, before we get into your game today, your favorite food, what is it?
Ooh, that's a tough one. You can't go wrong with pizza. That's going to be my move. Worked at Domino's for a while, so I was having a lot of pizzas during that time, so got to go with pizza. Safe bet.
Are you sure it's not flan?
Pretty sure. I enjoy some flan, my namesake, but we're going to go with pizza.
Well, that is what I was going to allude to, was your last name. But talking about your game today, 3 for 3, you had some runs today. What was going right for you?
Today was a mentality day for me. Coming off a tough game yesterday, just kind of had to trust the process, come out here and stick with my approach. Things have been working for me, so I just want to make sure I didn't get off track. Saw the ball well, put some good swings on it, and just helped the team win. That's all that matters.
For sure. And you guys, pending on what happens with those two ties, you guys have now clinched first place in the Texas Coastal Baseball League. So what do you guys have to do in order to get over this next hump, which is winning the championship?
We just can't get complacent. It's a good accomplishment getting the first seed, but job's not finished. We just got to keep trucking at it, and if we get complacent, good things aren't going to happen for us. So we haven't done anything yet, and we got to keep going.
For sure. Good luck the rest of the way. That is your player of the game, the Flan man himself, Justin Flannery of the Ingleside Pelicans.
Thanks.
For the first time this postseason, I'm here with Coach Kelby Covert of the Ingleside Pelicans. Coach, a weird game today, up and down, up and down. Talk about the ups and downs of your team's 7-6 win today.
Down early, and that's never fun, playing from behind. It's just, as a player, there feels like there's this extra pressure on you to do something else that maybe it's not your job, and you feel like you have to pick up slack for somebody else. And just continuously have told these guys all year, and then especially today, put them aside and said, hey, your job is just to do your job. Trust these other guys to get stuff done, and we had to get the bullpen to step in and really give us a really good shot to win that game, and the bats came through. They never gave up. So it's a whirlwind, but you play good baseball, the stuff takes care of itself, and you end out on top. So really proud of them.
I agree with that, and I must ask, you just talked about, keeping your mind focused on right now and, not allowing other stuff to affect it. How do you do that when you have a song like Kiss Me Through the Phone playing during your mound visits?
Sometimes it's hard, but you just, you gotta stay so locked into the moment, and then every now and then it kind of loosens up. You kind of hear, you say, we're playing baseball, man. This is a fun game. It's supposed to be fun. I'm out here with a bunch of guys that love to play the game hard, love each other, and and I love these guys. So it just reminds me that, hey, this is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be stressful. It's supposed to be loose. It's supposed to be fun. So, yeah.
I'm glad that I can, provide that kind of comic relief up in the press box. But you can blame former player of the game, Patrick McClellan, for suggesting to me to play that song during your mound visits. But one last question before I let you go. You play the championship game tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if you lose, then you'll have to play another game. But if you want to seal it in one game, what do you guys have to do?
We have to play how we played the last 6 innings of that game. Hard-nosed, good pitching, good defense, good ABs, trusting the guy behind you. Just piece stuff together. Nobody has to do anything extra. It's the team that loves each other and roots for each other on more tomorrow is going to win, and I believe that's us. So really excited to get out here and play some good ball.
Well, thank you for your time, Coach, and good luck to both teams that will play in the championship game tomorrow at noon. That is Coach Kelby Covert of the Ingleside Pelicans.
Fly or die, baby. Fly or die. One more.
Well, Griffin, football isn't the only squad on the hill trying to redeem itself. You heard that right. SU Women's Lacrosse announced on Friday that 6 seniors would be returning for their grad season. Midfielders Kate Mashevsky, Emma Tyrell, and Savannah Schweitzer, defenders Bianca Chevry and Hallie Simpkins, and Savannah's sister Delaney will all don the orange uniform in 2024.
It will just be a matter of consistency, Rickie.
I know, it's been a great start for Syracuse, back-to-back seasons going 2-0, and Syracuse men's soccer went 18 straight games without a loss heading into this past Friday's matchup against Louisville. The top 10 battle between the Cardinals and the Orange began conference play for the Cuse this season. So let's travel to SU Soccer Stadium to see how it all went down. Now, I know the video here might look a bit dark, but if you can't tell, there is a massive, raucous crowd in store for this big-time game. Now, the scoring is going to get started early on here in the 11th minute when Brandon McManus takes a deep pass on the right side of the field and puts it to the middle, where Gage Guerra curves it into the bottom left corner and puts the Cardinals up 1-0. Then just a minute later in the 12th minute, I told you, ruckus crowd pounding the gates, trying to get the officials to see exactly what they saw, and luckily this game is taking place in 2023 and not 1973, am I right? Because we got some video replay for you, and after further review, the ref is going to come out on the field and confirm the foul and even give the Orange their very first penalty kick of this season. And who else do they call? None other than number 10, Lorenzo Baselli, shoots it into the bottom right corner, and this game is all tied at 1. Then just about 20 minutes later on, in the 33rd minute, the Orange defense trying to do all it can, trying to get the ball out of the Cardinals' hands when Giorgio Kashevsky puts a touch pass to the top of the box where Mateo Levesque sneaks it past the goalkeeper, and SU is up 1 at the half. Bit of a scoring drop, but then in the 89th minute, the ball is tapped into the top left corner. The Orange defense looking like some Easter Island statues. Gage Guerra gets his 6th score of the season. Cardinals celebrating everywhere on the field, but this game would end in a 2-2 draw, just the second of this season for the Orange. Interesting start to the season for Syracuse. You know, fans obviously wondering how this team is going to fare with all the new changes, like losing both Nathan Opoku and Russell Shealy, and they're looking just fine right now. Only one more draw through their first 5 matches compared to last year, and the 14 new transfers look to be meshing perfectly with Ian McIntyre's system and play style. Gabe McKenna doing fantastic. His 2 goals this season has him in second on this team behind, guess who? Lorenzo Baselli. Break time here on the bench, but don't go anywhere because when we return, it's time for some field hockey on the hill. Over the weekend, number 6 Syracuse took on an old Big East rival in the Huskies of UConn. We'll be right back.
Well, actor and former professional wrestler Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been appointed to the board of directors of TKO Group, the parent company of the WWE and UFC. Johnson will also be providing promotional, licensing, and other services.
In addition to this agreement, Johnson has been granted full ownership of the Rock trademark. In a statement, Johnson said, quote, "Being on the TKO board of directors and taking full ownership of my name, The Rock, is not only unprecedented but incredibly inspiring as my crazy life is coming full circle." Alana, he just said it best. His life really is coming in full circle. Obviously, in the early 2000s, he was a full-time wrestler, and as his acting career picked up, he kind of had to take some time off of the WWE, and with the insurance policies of the production studios, he's not allowed to injure himself in a stunt in the wrestling ring. But talk about another legendary achievement in his career.
A huge achievement, and I can't believe, you know, his trademark name, The Rock, it wasn't trademarked. It's crazy. I mean, he is an amazing wrestler, but also an amazing person. It's so exciting to see him have such a hand in the business side of the wrestling industry. And also, I did read somewhere that he might be in WrestleMania in April. I mean, he hasn't professionally wrestled since 2016, so that would be so insane and exciting to see from him.
I must say, if he does step in the ring with his cousin, Roman Reigns, he's going to have to learn one thing, and that is to acknowledge your tribal chief. But outside of that, this deal is also coming at the same time that WWE is trying to sign new TV deals. Monday Night Raw just got moved to Netflix for 10 years, $5 billion. This is a huge move for not only WWE's product, but also just for live sports in general. Do you think this is a good move?
I think it's a great move. I mean, like I said, The Rock is a huge person in this industry, and he's definitely bringing a lot more people to the WWE. So it's going to be really exciting to see